the Hell Fuckin Yeah podcast.
I'm
dead. Okay.
This is the second time I've done this, and the first time I did it, I was like almost done with the interview.
Wait, that's insane.
It's totally insane. I'm insane. Okay. I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay.
You know what
No,
sucks?
it's okay.
You know what sucks about it is like there's natural, organic stuff that didn't get captured.
It's okay. I'll try and remember. I'm gonna
It's all good.
get my brain to rewind.
It's all good. That was a good,
Yeah, that I literally woke up from a nice nap before this, so it was a nice brain getting to go.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Trust me. It's
20
fine.
minutes. Okay. All right. Here we go. Allie Dunn, welcome to the Hell Fucking Yeah podcast. And you know what? I'm just going to make a joke of it. I forgot to hit record, and we had a great 20-minute conversation that didn't get captured, but we're going to start over again. And
yes,
I think we feel so much more comfortable now anyway. It's always weird the first, meeting somebody. But it hasn't been weird at all with you. It's been great.
I'm excited.
Singer-Songwriter Allie Dunn. Tom Petty is available now wherever you stream your music. So, how are you? Again, how are you again?
I am amazing. I'm so happy to be doing this with you, Mike. Seriously.
Yes, same here. Same here. You grew up in New York City.
I did grow up in New York City. I did. Staten Island, to be exact.
Staten Island. So I'm from Long Island. I'm sure you can tell by my accent.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's hard to shed. Very hard to shed.
It's very okay. It is hard to shed.
Yes.
Especially when you're angry. I feel like, I don't know about you, but when I get angry, it comes out. I'm like, are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding me? Like it's like my New York explodes, and everyone's like, who the hell is this? So it doesn't go away. It doesn't.
Right. No. Now, but it kind of does when you sing. I heard a lot of your new songs, especially the new one, Tom Petty, and I can't hear one bit of New York in there. So how did that come about?
Yes. Okay. $1 million question. There is a reason. Yes. 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with nodes on my vocal cords. And for those of you who don't know, it's that horrible thing where you have like a polyp on your vocal cords. So I couldn't get surgery because it wasn't big enough. So I had to go to vocal therapy, and they taught me to like sing around the nodes, which sounds so weird, but certain words when I sing like are more comfortable for me and my vocal cords. So that's why some words sound like they have a little twang. I'm not faking it. It's just that it's just comfortable for me to sing that way.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like I was saying before that we've already spoke about all this. I can never shed this accent. But if I am somewhere for a long time, I start speaking that way. Like when I was saying, I was in London, and I started like within 5 or 6 days on the trip, I started having that accent. Otherwise, no, I can't. Pennsylvania is another crazy accent. Have you ever?
Yes.
That's a really weird one. I know a few people from Pennsylvania, and I kind of make fun of their accent a little bit. And no offense to anybody.
No, I know the Philly accent is real.
It is real, and it's funny because so I'm in New York, and Connecticut. I don't know. There's really no accent there. Connecticut's just boring. But New Jersey is very similar to New York. But Massachusetts and Pennsylvania are not that far away, and they sound like they're from a different world.
Yes. It's so true.
Yeah.
Boston especially, like I always thought it was like in the movies, like Mark Wahlberg and like whatever, like they didn't pronounce their R's. Then I went because I'm a Boston Celtics fan, so we would go growing up and to TD Garden, and like it's a thing, and I'd just be in awe. I'd be like, oh my gosh, like the car's going down the street. It's wild. It's so cool. I love it.
It really is wild. And when I lived in Connecticut, I was literally like 45 minutes away from Massachusetts. And I was like, where do you get this accent from? Like, as soon as I cross over this borderline, you're saying all kinds of crazy shit. And they have all different, they called everything so different there too. Like A liquor store, you know, a liquor store here, there it's called a package store. When I first moved to Connecticut, nobody knew what a liquor store was. I mean, they knew what it was, but they were like, "You mean the package store?" I'm like, "What the fuck is a package store?"
A package. It sounds like a bird. Like
yeah,
package.
And I asked, and they really had no answer. And the only thing they come up with is like, wait, they put the bottles in a brown bag, like a package. I'm like, then anything could be a package store.
Oh, package store.
Yeah.
Oh,
what'd you think I said?
I thought you said package. I was like, what's a package? It sounds like a partridge. I was like, wait, hold on.
No, package, like a box.
Like a box. Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense. Okay, now I understand. But also that is weird. I've never heard anyone call.
It is weird. That. And now you're from New York, so you know Hero very well. You know, not anywhere else. It's a grinder or a sub or a hoagie. Yeah. Hoagie. What is it in Tennessee? You know?
I don't even know. They have Jersey Mike's here and they call it a sub. There's no deli. There's no delis here. There's like one deli here. And it's like a hipster deli. It's not like walk in and Joe Schmo is at the counter like smoking cigarettes and you're like, can I have a turkey, you know, or bacon, egg, and cheese on everything bagel? It's not that. Like it's very fancy.
Right.
So I don't even know what it would be called down here. No one even knows it.
Yeah, no, there's not many delis anywhere, even in Connecticut. That you'll be lucky to find one. Here, there's a million of them, you know. It's just something that doesn't exist for some reason. When did you leave? Sad. When did you leave New York?
I left New York May of 2019, so like 2.5 years ago. Yeah. So yeah, May. Yeah. I was like, wait, hold on. Yeah, it was May. It was definitely May.
Do you miss it?
Yes. Like so much. I know we were talking about it before, but it definitely is like it's like the biggest soft spot. And again, I think it's because like my family, that's like the reason why I miss New York so much. And just the attitude there is so real and like
that's for sure.
Hate it. People like think we're being rude, but I think we were just being honest, which is it's kind of beautiful in a weird way. Like a lot of other places, no one is straight up about like, let's say how you look. They'll be like, oh, you look great, but if you're wearing something ugly in New York, they'll be like, oh, no, you got to change. Like that's horrible.
Yes.
And you're like, thank you for letting me know. Like I really appreciate it.
Yeah, the honesty here is sometimes a little bit too much. But I know exactly what you're saying. Like even going out of the state a little bit, like going to Connecticut or a place, people say hi to you without any like malintent. People let you go. Yeah. You know, like
oh my gosh. I almost got in an accident because of that. I almost got in a legit accident because I was like, no, like you got the right.
You're supposed to be cutting me off.
I know, and I'm yelling at the poor man who's trying to make me go, and I'm like, this is horrible.
Yeah. No, you're supposed to be cutting me off, giving me the middle finger, telling me where to go.
Yes.
We just took a road trip to Colorado, actually, and which don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. It's so long. It's such a long drive.
Wait, how long is that drive? Is it
it's like 30 hours straight.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize.
So with stopping, it takes days.
Yeah. Wow.
But you really realize as soon as you get out of like Pennsylvania how different the country is, and I'm sure you realize it in Tennessee. I couldn't believe it. People were letting me go. Nobody was cutting me off. Nobody was screaming at me. No one was throwing anything at me or threatening my life. It was insane. It really is insane.
Do you want to know a crazy story that I'll always never forget? So I don't know about you, but are you a Mets or Yankees fan?
I'm not a sports person at all. But if I had to go with somebody, I would go with the Yankees.
Oh man.
No. Wrong answer.
Boo. No, I'm kidding. I honestly, Yankees fans are lucky people because they win. We lose. Mets fans lose. But we're a big old family. But anyway, getting to this point. We were on our way to a Mets game and we pull off the BQE because like there was traffic and we were going through Brooklyn, I think, and some guy on the corner comes up with a spray bottle and like a rag and just starts spraying our windshield, and we're like, and he's like, give me money, and we're like, no. And my dad goes, oh my God, it was literally piss in a bottle. He was spraying his own pee on yes, and it was like claiming it was cleaning the window and he wanted money for it. And I was like, this literally only happens in New York. Like, who the hell?
And it's got to be like, I'm used to it. When I go, you know, I lived here most of my life. When I go to New York City or I go to Manhattan, and I see somebody wearing tinfoil, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But for somebody outside of the state, it's got to be scary. It's got to be really weird, you know?
Yeah. They probably think it's a whole another universe.
Yeah. And I rarely drive into the city because it's just the worst thing you could possibly do in life. But I have before, and I've had that happen where someone comes up to my windshield, sprays it, and asks for money. And I'm like, man, I don't really carry cash on me, and I didn't really ask you to clean my windshield.
I'm like, what?
I just cleaned it myself with my own windshield wipers, and you probably made it worse than it already was.
So funny.
But the pee thing, I mean, was he thinking like, because urine is supposed to be sterile?
I don't
what
know.
he was thinking, like, or was he just probably on crack or something?
He definitely was on crack, which I was like, man, I was like, homie, I was like, I feel so horrible for you, but like, just you're gonna do this to the wrong person and something bad's gonna happen to you. Like, just don't put pee on anyone's windshield. Please.
No. If someone just like, somebody just got their car washed or something and they're like obsessed with their car and you just put pee on it, then it's not gonna be a good day. It's not gonna be a good day.
Not a good day.
So besides obviously missing New York, you miss New York for your we were saying before about your family, because, you know, coming from an Irish Italian family, it's hard to be separated. And I was saying about my ancestry DNA results, how I'm not really 100% Italian, but I completely relate to what you're saying, because I lived in Connecticut for 8 years and we were only a few hours away. And I really did. It was so hard because 2 hours away in New York is like 4 hours because of traffic. So it's really hard to be separated from family and things like that.
Definitely.
But besides that, I'm sure you missed the pizza.
Yes. I missed the pizza.
We had a 15-minute conversation about pizza before that I'm going to kick myself so hard for like not capturing, because it was great.
It was amazing.
And I'm not going to try to recreate it, but it, the pizza here, it's hard to get pizza elsewhere when you live here.
No, it really is. That's the stone cold truth. Is you will never get a New York slice anywhere else. But you did mention that Connecticut does have great pizza, and I did.
New Haven,
you know what's funny? New Haven. Like my brother actually went to, I forget which one. It was one that Dave Portnoy rated on Barstool Pizza, like the best pizza. I forget the name of it, but he said it was like amazing.
Modern.
Yes, I think that might have been it. I think that might have been it.
Yeah. We actually went down there one day. It's one street with all the pizza places in New Haven.
Gotcha.
New Haven's not the greatest place in the world, so you stay on that street. You don't go anywhere else.
The pizza street.
The pizza street. I forget what it's called. I want to say Worcester Street or something like that. And all the pizza places are on that street. And we literally went one day and we tried all of them in the same day.
That's amazing. That's
to
amazing.
See which one was the best. And there's one called Sally's, which I personally thought was the best one out of all of them. The place is so old. They have a cash register with a crank. They only take cash. You know, it's just one of those places. If they open up at 5 o'clock at night, and they only stay open for a couple hours.
Oh dang!
They
probably get so much good business. They probably get good business.
There's a line down the street. There's a line down the street every day.
God.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
that's so cool.
Outside of there, it's just imitation New Haven or imitation New York pizza. So I'd have to go with New York or New Haven for the best pizza in the country. But
yes,
like I was saying, I know people who moved here from Ohio, from Pennsylvania, and they say that they don't like the pizza here because they're so used to theirs. And to us, theirs is total garbage.
It
but
is true.
they grew up with it and they're used to it, you know? So like people in Ohio, they always say like Pizza Hut was our best pizza. And don't get me wrong, I like Pizza Hut. It's good, like, you know, I want to like mess up my life for the day pizza, you know what I mean?
Can't do anything else.
Pizza. But it's not real. It's you know,
no,
it's nothing compared to what you can get here. But yeah, now,
I agree with you.
So you originally moved to Nashville in the hopes that you were going to write songs for country artists. So what made you pursue your own career as a country artist?
Yes. So yeah, I moved here originally to be just a songwriter. Mainly because it was comfortable. Like I didn't have the pressure of like taking pictures and promo and all this stuff. And like, I just felt like I wasn't there yet. So yeah, I was writing for other artists, and then sadly COVID hit, and as horrible as it was, it did have a benefit, I guess, for me, which I feel horrible saying. But you know, I try to look at the positives that happened with it. And this was definitely one positive, was that I had to find a day job because there was no gigs. And so I started working back of house at a distillery, bottling Tennessee whiskey.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. It was literally like a blue collar job. I felt like there was this time like after work I had like a Miller Lite in my hand. I was like, I feel like a dad right now. Like it was crazy. But anyway.
That's awesome.
I was like, this is what a dad feels like.
Got like your hand in your pants, you know, like I got it.
Get a hard day's work. It was great. Anyway, so I'm crying. So as one day when we were bottling the whiskey, my buddy Ross Cooper, who he's like a talented, awesome artist here in town, he had to also get this job because he was off the road. But I remember saying to him, like, dude, like I need to find someone to like produce some of these songs that I like, that other artists like aren't driving with, but I really love. I think they represent me. And he was like, well, I'm your man. And my buddy, like Oscar, we got you, Oscar Charles. And I was like, all right, like I love you, so I'm sure I'll love Oscar. And we ended up vibing out. And our first day in the studio, we recorded Good Is Gone. And right after we tracked the guitar, I like just had this like feeling. I was like, holy shit. I was like, this is what I'm meant to be doing. Like, why am I keeping my songs from the world, I guess? And it was just a moment of realization. I was like, dang, I really got to do this. I have to do the artist thing. So
no, I totally relate to that because, you know, as you were saying, it's so horrible to, no, that's not horrible. Let me rephrase that. It's hard to find a silver lining when times are so bad, you know?
Right.
But if you have the ability to, and you have the means to, then by all means you should. I did the same thing. I mean, this podcast came from the pandemic. I had my own little business and I had to shut down. And I was like, you know what? All these things I've been wanting to do my whole life, I now have the time to do them. It did take me a while to figure that out. But once I did, I was like, all right, let's do this, you know? Now here I am over a year later and doing all kinds of radio shows and all this other stuff. Now, did you grow up in a musical family?
Good question. I love this question because I love it because it's funny because I did it. I did not at all. My dad is a firefighter, so for the FDNY. My mom is a doctor. She does rehab medicine. And my brother's just like, my older brother's a firefighter too. He played basketball. My younger brother's in college playing basketball. So no, I mean my dad does. Okay, I got to give my dad a little credit. He does play the guitar. He plays the guitar. You know, he loves pretending that he's John Mellencamp, and so like I'll give him like that. He can definitely he's definitely has an inclination to it, but really honestly, there was no one in my family.
Yeah. Now,
like that, so.
Was there another plan for a career, or did you go to college or anything like that?
Yeah, so I went to St. John's. Actually, my first year, I went to the College of New Jersey,
Okay.
and I played basketball there for a year.
Wow.
Yeah, it was Division three, so it wasn't anything crazy, but it still was like a lot of time. It was like 5 hours a day, and plus I was pre-med. That was like my major because I wanted to be a doctor. It was safe. It was following my mom's footsteps. So I was like, yeah,
Right.
like I love helping people. I'm gonna do this. So yeah, so I went to the College of New Jersey, couldn't keep up with basketball and like music and bio. So I gave up
Right.
basketball. And I transferred to St. John's in Queens, and I was studying bio and trying to be a doctor. And I also was writing on the side and exploring my music side at the same time. So it was a very interesting time for me.
Right. Now, what did mom think about that?
Mom was pissed. Anna Dunn, she was so mad. She was so mad, and rightfully so. I mean, like, imagine your kid, like you bring your kid into the world and you want the best for them, and they say they're gonna be a doctor, and you're like, amazing, you're gonna have a stable life, little Allie, and then they come to you one day and they're like, oh, never mind, I'm gonna be a musician, a songwriter. And in their brains, they don't know, they don't understand, which I totally get. They don't understand the music industry, what songwriting is all about. And so she was definitely shocked. She was like, are you okay? Like, do I need to take you somewhere? Like, are you good?
Right.
So yeah, she was definitely, and I totally understand. I let her be upset and I let her be mad at me. But now she's so supportive, so I'm very thankful. But
Well,
at
listen,
first,
yeah,
it's bad.
when you're accepting your Grammy, everything will be okay.
I'll be like, I'm sorry, Mom.
Yeah, exactly. Remember that. Remember to
Oh,
apologize, and at the same time be like, I told you so.
yeah, true,
so
true.
so what got you into music then? Like, was it before college? You like, how old were you when you really got into it?
Yeah, I was like six or seven when I started taking piano lessons, and I loved like finding melodies on the piano. I wasn't singing at that point, and then around like 13 years old, I started singing and like writing songs, and it was such a weird thing because those songs made no sense whatsoever. I was actually listening to one the other day, and I was like, good lord. But I loved it. It was just so cool. I was like, I can make a song. So
Yeah.
I taught myself guitar like in high school, and I just wrote, and I kind of gigged around the city too, like Rockwood Music Hall and the Bitter End and all that stuff. And I loved it. But growing up in like an, I guess, a working class family, music just didn't seem like it could be a career.
Mhm.
So I always kind of put it on the back burner. So in college, I was studying bio, and when I had free time, I was like writing songs, and I was also in like a band. So we would have like gigs, and like it would be awesome, even though we weren't the greatest, but it was still good times. And it was always that like passion that was there in the back of my mind that I knew I had to go after eventually. I just ignored
Sure.
it.
So,
Yeah.
what kind of band was it in college?
Yeah, I don't even know. We we had Lucas was on the banjo, which I was like, dude, you're from Queens, so how did you learn how to play the banjo? And
Yeah, they don't even
but yeah,
sell banjos in this state.
I know. I'm like, what the hell? So we played, I guess, like Americana-ish music because it was
Okay.
like me on guitar, Sarah on background vocals, and then we had bass and drums, and so it was like more Americana-ish, I would say.
Okay. Well, I'm very, very excited to announce, Allie, that we have moved on to new material at this point of the interview.
Oh, yes. I thought you meant me. I was like, wait, am I supposed to talk about my new
No,
song?
no. I'm just
Oh, yes,
making an
thank you.
announcement that we just recapped the past 20 minutes and redid the whole thing.
I'm proud of
and
us. I'm proud.
I am too. I think we did good, and we threw some new stuff in there. You know, it wasn't the same.
Did.
It wasn't the same old,
It was
like we've known each other for
Groundhog
10
Day.
years.
Yeah. So funny.
I'm such an idiot. I can't believe it. And I say it every time. I say don't do the Matt Paxton. Matt Paxton was the guy's name. He's from the show Hoarders.
Uh-huh.
And I said, don't do it. And I do. I did it. I can't believe it.
You know what? It happens to
I really can't believe it.
Though.
You know what? I learned to, I think I kind of like lied to him when it happened. I'm like, oh, I hit record, and I'm just going to own up now. I fucked up. I fucked up, and I did it again. And it's best to just own up, you know, because
Mike, I loved how like you were just like, wait. I was like, what?
Yeah. I was like, why doesn't it say recording in the corner? Like, why doesn't it say that?
No, it was honestly, it worked out for the better. I'm happy
it
that
did.
You didn't record
it. You know what? I can't do it again. If I do that 3 times, there's something wrong with me. This is the last time that is happening.
The last time, yeah, we're slinging it into the earth. This is the last time it's happening.
This is episode 60 of the podcast. So 60, nice even number. I'm gonna remember that. Don't.
Yeah, you got it.
Don't episode 60 this.
So funny.
Unbelievable. All right. So, who were some of your biggest influences growing up, musically?
Yeah, I get this is like such an interesting question for me because there's so many different genres. I mean, Billy Joel, like I had to, like he was the man. Lyrically, I loved his stuff. The Rat Pack, like they were big influence on me, and like just like the feel goodness, I guess, of their music. Like I just loved it. It drew me to it. Like the Eagles, another huge one. They are just like my heroes.
Yeah.
And but I also like listened to like rap music growing up. Like J. Cole was like my savior too. Like his lyricism is insane. So like it really just it's all over the place for me. But really heavily, I think it's like the Eagles, Tom Petty, John Mayer, even, and you know more that side.
So like solid American rock, really. You know, just like the Americana stuff. So where did the country come from?
Yeah, what's funny is like growing up, like my grandma, she's like her parents are off the boat Italian, but she listens to like Garth Brooks and like all these like Toby Keith, like all these random. I'm like, grandma, where do you even find these people? So like she was a big influence on like kind of implementing country into my life, but I never really was sold on it when I was younger. I don't know why. For some reason I just wasn't. And then as I got older, I think what turned me was this writer, Steve Mokler. He writes for a bunch of people and also has an amazing artist career, but the way that he would say certain things differently, it was like I was watching a movie while listening to his songs, and I was like, holy crap, like I love this. And then I just dove into like country songwriters and stuff like that, and I think that was just what opened up my world to it.
Absolutely. You know, you mentioned like rap before, like J. Cole and things like that. So I was actually going to ask you, did you have any like phases where you went through like heavy metal or punk or something like really off brand for you? Did you ever have any of those phases?
Yeah, I definitely did. I tried to go heavy metal just to be cool, but I
didn't work out.
Didn't work out. I wanted to be like that cool girl who was like, yeah, like let's mosh pit everybody, but that wasn't me. But I think it was rap. Like it was all these random SoundCloud rappers. I couldn't even tell you their name. I would literally, I think it was because basketball, like I would just play like these random playlists on SoundCloud that was like hype up music, and it was all these random SoundCloud rappers. And I don't know what it was about it. I just like it got me like excited, and I guess it was more of it wasn't really lyrics, it was more like beat and melody that drew me to that. But yeah, I was definitely that girl who listened to SoundCloud rappers.
Now that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. I listen to everything. I listen to everything. a lot of people say I listen to everything but country, and I don't. I listen to some country. I'm not a huge fan of like the really, really poppy radio kind of country.
Yeah, same.
But I do really like things like Chris Stapleton and anything that feels legit, really. You know, I like the old stuff too. But so you mentioned like the Eagles and John Mayer and things like that. There are elements of country in those, in those groups. Do you have any elements that you take from rap that you put into your music now?
I think some like for example, J. Cole, like if you read his lyrics without the music, you could like it's just like a beautiful story. I mean, sometimes it's not beautiful. Like he tells horrible things that has occurred in like his life or other people's lives, but it's just the way that he says it. There's this one song called Wet Dreams on, I forget which album. It's Forest Hill. I forget the name of it. But it's this story, and at the end it twists like crazy, and you're like left there like, holy shit, like where did that come from? Right. And I remember hearing that going, like, you're a genius, like you're so smart, like where did you come up with that? And I think that like cleverness and that like clean cut, like straightforward storytelling that some rappers do, I think I implement into my music now.
I couldn't agree more, because you brought me to my next point. Your new single, Tom Petty. I listened to it like 50 times today. And,
hell yeah.
And,
get those streams up.
I really love it. I really do. Like, number one, it's very catchy. It gets stuck in your head. Like after probably the first time, really. But after the second time, you're really screwed. It's really stuck in your head. But on Apple Music, you can like hit the lyric thing and it shows the lyrics. And now I can listen to them, but there's something about reading them while listening to them that makes it stick more. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And it's a story. You're telling a story, and it feels legit because it is legit. You know, I think that's the thing. I think that's the thing with someone like J. Cole, is that that's a real thing that he is trying to express. And that's why it comes out so powerful like that. And I can definitely see you implement that in your music as well. And I really do love this song. So you had a debut track. Now you have 2 tracks, right? Total, that people can stream at the moment. Tom Petty and Lines of that vinyl. That was back in like 2019. However, your debut EP, Good Is Gone, will be available October 15th.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Is it going to be digital only? Or are we talking vinyl, cassette, all that stuff?
We're definitely going to do like a limited edition vinyl thing.
Okay.
Probably towards the end, like probably a week after we release it, we'll have it up on my website for people to order and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we're just going to be doing vinyl, and it'll be digital, obviously, on all streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Shazam. I didn't know that was really a thing.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Shazam, like Shazam. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I know Shazam, but so it'll identify the song.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't know. Like I'm so.
Wait, you don't know that exists?
Okay, I knew something like it existed.
There's a whole show about it on Fox called something Beat Shazam with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, I need to watch it because I thought it was just your phone. I'm literally such a grandma. I thought I was like, hey Siri, like whatever.
But you're not. You said you listen to SoundCloud rappers.
I know.
Not a lot of people know SoundCloud.
That's true.
How do you not know Shazam?
I don't know. Don't even. I don't even know. I definitely. You know what? You know what happened? I probably did, and then it was one of those things that is in the back burner and probably come up in like 2 years and be like, oh yeah, Shazam. You know.
I'll tell you what. It's an awesome tool. It's been around for a very, very long time. It was like one of the first apps ever made, I think. It's a great tool because you hear something in a movie, like you're watching a movie and like, oh man, what is this song? You just hit the Shazam button and it tells you what it is.
Oh my gosh.
And not only that, it takes the track and it saves it right to your Apple Music. So it's right in there.
Amazing.
It's unbelievable. It really is amazing.
Shazam, dude, yeah, I'm so sorry.
Shazam.
I didn't know about you that well. Like now, like I will.
So now when someone hears your song in a TV show or on the radio, then they hit the Shazam button, and that's why you'll be implemented into there. And they'll be like, oh, it's Allie Dunn, and then they'll have your music right in their phone. It's beautiful. It's amazing.
Wow, technology is so cool.
It really is. Your songs are up on like Facebook stories and Instagram stories.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I like, because we've been trying, we like have like our marketing like team, whatever, help us with all that. And because I'm not like, I am very bad with social media. Like I'm not good at like especially before this release, like posting and keeping up and all this stuff. Maybe it's because I'm an old soul, I don't know, but I had to learn. I had to force myself. Like I had my buddy Eric, who's like a social media guy, help me like and all that stuff. So it's been a trip, but I'm very grateful for it. It definitely opens up a lot of doors that I wouldn't have known about.
Absolutely. And you know what? You're already ahead of the curve because you have a link tree.
Yes.
Linktree is the best because I have like 20 links. Like I have I have like 20 pages. So it's hard to be like, someone wants to check out my show. I'm like, well, what kind of phone do you have? What do you use? I'm just like, you know what? Here's my fucking link tree.
Yeah.
Go wherever you want to go with it, you know? Like, I don't know if you use Spotify or you use this or that. Everything's on there. It's really great. So the only thing I don't like about Linktree, honestly, is the dots.
Yeah. Oh,
so
yes.
There's Linktree. It's Linktree / Allie Dunn.
Yeah,
that's right.
Let me triple check. Yes, it is Allie. Yeah.
Okay, but you cannot forget the dot before the 2 E's in Linktree.
Yes.
That is stupid. I don't know if
you cannot.
If you pay for it, do you pay for it or no? Do you use the free one?
Yeah, I got the premium so I can make it look fancy.
So I use the free one, and it's still. I thought if you paid for it, it would take away that dot. It doesn't. That's a stupid idea, guys.
I know.
Nobody wants to type in linktr.ee. It doesn't.
I know. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't even know you could do that, where you could like just randomly add a dot in the middle of a website thing. Like what?
Exactly. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
But it is great, and we can check out everything that you have on there, including the official new music video for Tom Petty.
Yes, that is out. It's on YouTube too. If you just type in Allie Dunn, Tom Petty, it'll come up. And yeah, we shot that and released it last week. Like we didn't show it last week. We shot it months ago, but we released it last week. So yeah. 2 weeks ago.
I watched it today. I subscribed to your YouTube, by the way.
Thank you.
And I saw a comment on the video that I liked. It was, I absolutely love this song. If someone doesn't like Tom Petty, they don't get in my truck to start with.
Yes.
And I thought that was great. Yeah. So shout out to whoever wrote that. But
I know. I don't know what his name was. I responded. I was like, yes, dude, hell yeah. Like this is it. Like I love you.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't like Tom Petty, I mean
I know. Wait, but you know what's actually funny though? Fun fact. Tom Petty, like we originally wrote the song about Billy Joel because that's what it was originally a true story about Billy Joel. And
really?
And if you sing like, do you even like Billy Joel? It doesn't sound better than do you even like Tom Petty? So we switched it because I love Tom Petty anyway. He's like, I love him. But so originally about the man, the myth, the legend, Billy Joel.
Wow. I mean, how could you not like Billy Joel either?
Yeah, I know. Trust me, people in Nashville hate him. They hate him, and I'm
it's because he's a New Yorker.
Yes,
a Long Islander in particular.
Yeah, and a Long Islander, and he's he is who he is. But I'm like, yeah, it frustrates me sometimes. I'm like, you don't know greatness if you don't like Billy Joel.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little obnoxious, to be honest with you, because it's his home place, and it's just like, it's a little bit much.
Yeah. I understand.
Like if you don't like him, you can get like beat up. You know what I mean? Like, no, I love Billy Joel. I love Billy Joel.
He's a man. Oh my god. So
yeah. But no, Tom Petty. It's such a relatable song. Like I said, and it's so catchy. I still have it stuck in my head. Like when you just said that, I was like, oh yeah, there it is. When you just said the Tom Petty thing, it's so good.
Thank you.
I was actually lucky enough to hear the whole EP. That's one of the perks of doing this podcast. I get stuff early.
Yeah.
5 stars across the board. It's so good. I cannot wait for everyone to hear this. So
Aw.
October 15th, save the date. And I hope you do put out that vinyl. I want to get one.
Oh my gosh, I will just send you one.
No.
And then you can send me
I
a
like to
bagel.
support.
You could send me
I'll
a
send you a
bagel.
I'll do that. No problem. You know, all I need to do is get some dry ice. I'll buy a dozen bagels from here.
Yes.
And I'll put them in the mail right to your house.
Amazing.
I'll do it.
Amazing.
I've done crazier shit.
Okay, we'll do trade for trade. I will give you.
I am totally down. Totally down.
Amazing. Okay. Cool.
I'm writing this down right now. Dozen bagels.
Yeah, I know. Like as soon as it comes out, I'm gonna hit you up and be like, Mike, remember our deal?
100%. 100%. I ordered pizza for one of my friends in California all the time, and one time I sent it to the wrong house. It was just sitting out there. They went and took a picture of it.
Oh my god.
Oh, I do things like this. So this is definitely going to happen.
Amazing.
Yeah. You also recently did a live studio session with Paste Magazine.
Yes.
It was literally like a few days ago. At least when it came out. I watched it this afternoon. I loved it. I really loved the cover of Forever in Blue Jeans by Neil Diamond.
Yes, thank you.
That was so good. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a huge Neil Diamond fan.
That's fair.
But
that's fair.
I would listen to your song, your cover of that any day. It was so good.
Thanks. I really appreciate that because I want to like release it eventually. Like just a version of it for myself. But I agree with you. I think Neil Diamond's an interesting. It's hard to latch on to what he's doing, especially some of his songs. But that one song, my cousin showed me it, and I was like, oh, I love this. I wish I wrote this freaking song. So I've been playing it. So I appreciate you saying that. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure the link to get to the like exact video, but it's on YouTube. The Paste Magazine session. It's on your link tree.
It's on my link tree. Yes, it's on my link tree. So you can go to my link tree and get it. Yes, it's there.
pastemagazine.com as well. Don't forget the dot. Do not forget the dot between the E's and the dot between Allie and Dunn. Don't forget those dots.
So funny.
Those dots suck.
Those dots do suck. I didn't realize until you said that, actually. I'm like, wow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That is very inconvenient.
I might have ruined it for you.
Inconvenient. Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. Now I
know.
I'm like,
here's the thing though. When it's on your Instagram page, it doesn't matter because you just click the link.
That's true.
But you have to give it to somebody or you have to say it to somebody. It's stupid.
It is dumb. It's like linktr.ee, whatever it is.
They need to fix that. You can't break rules like that all of a sudden. Just add dots everywhere.
No,
you can't do that.
You can't.
There's a reason for it. I thought it was the paid version that was the reason. It's not.
Nope.
Nope. All right. So you can follow Allie at the Allie Dunn on Insta and on Facebook, Allie Dunn Music. Website allydunn.com. What's really weird about that, just the other day it was theallydunn.com.
Yeah,
Allie Dunn wouldn't work.
we had to that's so funny you say that because we had to transfer my old website to my new one, and the process took up to like a week. We were like, oh my gosh, we're like, we need to do something. Like we had this PR like team working with us, so I was like, just use the Allie Dunn, we'll do that. And then like but now Allie Dunn works now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes, allydunn.com. You don't need the just like you don't need the dots.
No. Don't need it.
No. So you know what? Those little things make things so confusing. Like or
it really does. I'm like, even my Instagram, someone already has like Allie Dunn and Allie Dunn Music's already taken. So I'm like, hopefully I get to the point where I can afford to buy someone out and be like, hey.
You know what? Though, at the same time, the Allie Dunn sounds like the original Allie Dunn. Like there's no other Allie Dunn.
I know. I kind of sound like an asshole. I kind of sound like an asshole.
Don't at all. I'm saying that's a good thing. Celebrate it. I'm the Allie Dunn. Everybody else is just an imitator. Celebrate it. Just roll with it. Funny. So what's next for the Allie Dunn? Any tours coming up or anything like that?
Well, right now, like it's in the works. It's just so hard because we don't know what, like tours are being canceled left and right with the new variant. So it's been a bit of a struggle, especially as like a new artist and stuff like that. But we just like chatted with the people who are probably going to be doing my next project, and we're talking album stuff. and I'm excited. Like I already have like so many songs that I want to cut, and so right now it's just like getting through this release and then focusing on the next project, which will probably come out top of 2022. Yeah.
Very, very cool. That's exciting. That's really exciting.
Yeah,
So
I know.
I know it's hard. I know it's hard to talk about tour stuff because everything is so uncertain.
Yeah.
But I hope you do start getting out there and you know, getting back to normal. I guess I don't even know what to say anymore with this stuff.
I know it's because like I'm playing around in Nashville because like
right.
like sadly, I mean there are venues who like see if you have like your vaccine, so it's a little bit more safer. But you like Broadway, they don't care, which is crazy to me. But yeah, so like Nashville, I've been playing around at like the safer venues, but outside of Nashville, I got nothing right now. But hopefully soon. We're working on it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally get it. It's hard, you know. It's just everything's so uncertain. Like I have tickets for upcoming shows, and I'm like, I don't even know if they're gonna happen.
Right, exactly. You know? I know. No, I know. Same.
Even as the person who goes to the show doesn't even know it's gonna happen. So
exactly,
it's crazy. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about let's do some fun questions.
Yeah.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
Oh. we were just talking about it. It's when people tell me that Nashville pizza is as good as New York. It is my biggest pet peeve. Really, seriously.
Wow.
Like,
yeah.
I actually got in a genuine fight with my buddy who produced my EP, Ross. Like we were fighting.
Yeah.
We were fighting, and I was like, oh my God, Allie, like you need to chill out. It's just pizza.
No, but it's passion is what it is.
Yes, it's passion. I'm very passionate about the pizza. So yeah, that's my pet peeve.
I fight people with that stuff all the time. Like my friend who lives in Pennsylvania, like tries to tell me that they have good pizza. I'm like, your pizza sucks.
Yeah,
it sucks. Show me your best pizza. And I swear to you, one day he brought a pizza to his house in Pennsylvania that had American cheese on it, yellow cheese.
What?
And then sauce underneath the yellow cheese, and then like some bullshit dough. I don't even know what it was. And I was like, you call this pizza? This is fucking disgusting. And he grew up here, which is even more disturbing.
Oh my God. You know what happened?
He got brainwashed.
He got brainwashed. He got the Pennsylvania yips.
Something. I don't know. Like, how do you tell me this is? And I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about it. It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
That's crazy. Poor guy. We lost another one.
We lost one. Yeah. I think it's just really what it happens. Like you just get used to something, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it in Connecticut. I lived there for 8 years. And besides New Haven pizza, I could not get past, like, I couldn't go around the corner to a place and that said New York style pizza on it and get it. And it was good. It wasn't even close. No, it was like rubber.
Yeah, exactly. It's like biting a friggin' tire on your car. Yeah. It's like, I'd rather do that. No offense.
Now, no offense to who you were arguing with, but Tennessee is not known for their pizza.
I know, and he's from Texas. Ross is from Texas. I hope he listens to this. I'm going to send it to him. I hope
he does. Ross,
you are wrong.
You're wrong, Ross. With all due respect, of course.
I love you, but you're wrong.
I mean, I've only been to Tennessee once, and we stopped on a road trip. We stayed in Nashville, actually, for a couple of days, and the food was good, but I don't even think we tried the pizza, you know? So I can't go off of it, but I'm going to trust you. You're a New Yorker.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I'm going to go with Allie for the win on this one. All right. What's a bad habit that you have that you want to get rid of?
Oh, that's another good one. Oh, I have so many. I'll keep it PG, but I think.
Oh, you don't have to. But.
Probably I would say, like, after a night out of like drinking, I will come home and I will destroy my kitchen. I will eat literally everything. I'm not kidding, like everything. Like I am a monster. And like my poor boyfriend, like all the time is like standing there and he's like, do you want to like stop eating? I'm like, no, I need to eat this. It's crazy. It's like a legit monster. That is definitely the worst habit, because then I wake up and I feel more hungover from the food than actually alcohol. So
they tell you that I don't know, it must be like a legend or something that if you eat at night after you drink all night, that it absorbs the food, right?
Yeah,
And it makes you feel better and you should be fine in the morning. I don't think that's true.
That is not true.
I think the only, and this is kind of gross, but I think the only way to feel better in the morning is puke. Everything you drank.
You got to
get rid of it.
You have to pull the trigger.
Yep.
You have to just throw it up.
There's no absorbing it or ignoring it. No. It's there. You got to get rid of it.
No, exactly. I 100% agree with you. I'm with you. Pull the trig.
But there's nothing like the, drunk munchies or stone munchies.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I really stopped because it was out of control with DoorDash and like to, like, all right. So you're telling me I'm able to sit home, do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Smoke weed or eat an edible or whatever I'm going to do. And I can get anything I want delivered to my house, anything at all. It's bad. It's bad.
It's bad. Yeah. That's why literally like I deleted Uber Eats from my phone just so I could not because I 100% like it happens every time without fail. I'm like, Allie, you just spent $50 on McDonald's. What are you doing?
Yeah. No, it's crazy. And I actually have the Dash Pass, which
what'd you say? I'm sorry.
Did I break up a second?
Sorry.
No, it's all
good.
No,
that was my bad.
I actually have the Dash Pass.
Oh.
It's a whole different world because it takes away the delivery fee and it gives a discount on the fees. So all right, so it's $10 a month, but it pays for itself. And I'm really, really, really embarrassed to admit this. And I might even cut this out that I'm so embarrassed to admit it. I looked in the other day and it said how much I saved from having the Dash Pass. And it was like $570.
Oh my God.
I haven't told my wife that yet.
Oh, do not tell her.
She's probably gonna watch this.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Mike's wife.
And I got that pass like, I don't even know, like less than a year ago.
That is crazy.
$570 or something like that in fees. That's how much I saved. It tells you how much you saved by paying the $10 a month.
And it's not even the amount that you spent on the food.
Oh no. That's it, easily in the thousands.
Dude,
easily.
That's crazy.
You know what it is? Like my wife works from home and she's busy all day long. I'm doing this stuff all day long. We don't have time.
That's fair. Yeah.
Once we started doing like what we really wanted to do after this last crazy year, time just ran out. You know?
No, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Because like, what are you gonna starve yourself? You gotta eat. So
right. It's so lazy though. It's so lazy. It's so
Don't
lazy.
worry, I understand. I feel you.
I mean, we've slowed down big time, but like, it's not good. It's not good. Yeah. I couldn't believe that. I was like, I have to cancel this. Like, great.
They should sponsor you at this point.
They should sponsor me. Linktree should sponsor me. I'll tell them to get rid of that fucking dot.
Yeah, get rid of the friggin' fucking goddamn dot.
And DoorDash, I mean, I'm paying someone's salary easily.
Yeah, you are.
Like not like one of the drivers, like one of the like people who own the company.
Yeah.
And I'm just one little house in this big world.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
DoorDash sponsor.
But I'm not gonna cut it out. I like humility.
Yes, do it. Don't put it in.
No, I'm gonna leave it.
Let the world know.
I'm gonna let them know. I took a picture and sent it to my friend the other day. He was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know, man."
That's so
but at the same time, I'm glad I saved the money.
Yeah,
because I would have done it anyway.
It's like honestly, like it's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you.
It's something. All right, guilty pleasure song.
Oh my!
Like
God.
a song that you shouldn't like, but you just like it. It could be from any time period. It could be now. It could be back in the day.
Okay. Yes, I have one. Oh my God, it's embarrassing.
That's okay.
It's 5 Seconds of Summer, and it's She Looks So Perfect. Whatever that song is.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know which one you're talking about.
I was driving. So my mom just got her a new car. It was a new BMW. It was her first BMW. She's been working so hard to get one, and so praise her. But yeah, I took it for a spin when I was home, and it came on my shuffle. I admit I have it as a saved song, and I was like, dancing and like singing windows down. It was fall in New York, and I literally sideswiped a car.
No.
and her mirror fell off the car, and I was like, holy shit. So like the first thing that came to my head was change the song. If someone knows that I got in an accident because of 5 Seconds of Summer, it's game over.
Put on some like heavy metal or something.
Yeah. It was so bad.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I mean, I don't have a story for a song, but BTS, I'm sure they're like the world's biggest band for some reason. When they first came out, the songs weren't in English, and I was like, why is this a thing? Like, I understood why it was a thing, and it should exist. There should be diversity in music, and people should be able to speak other languages and have it put out there in America, right? But I was like, why do you like 13-year-old girls like this? I didn't get it. I didn't get it. And then they started singing in English. I was like, oh, I mean, it still sucks, but I like it now. Like I can, it gets stuck in my head. So it's definitely one of those guilty pleasure things.
That's understandable.
I don't have it downloaded, but when it's on, I don't turn it off.
Yeah, I understand that. Like I'm 100. You know what? Honestly, that's a cool guilty pleasure in my opinion. It's better than 5 Seconds of Summer.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. It's called the guilty pleasure song for a reason, because
you're right.
You're supposed to be embarrassed of it.
You're right.
Nothing wrong with that. Favorite curse word, and I only really ask this because some people come on the Hell Fucking Yeah podcast and they don't curse. And I'm not saying it's a requirement, but I try to get at least one curse out of them. You've had a few because you're a New Yorker, so I knew it was going to be fine. And most people say fuck, and if that's your favorite one, then rock and roll. But what's your favorite curse word?
I think it's fuck, but it's like you can interject it into anything. So like you could say fuck you, or like fuck that, or like I'm so fucking mad. Like it's there. It's just part of the vernacular for me. So which funny thing is, like, coming down here, no one cusses. So I'd be like, fuck this guy fucking sucks. Like, I fucking hate this shit. And they're like, oh my God, she's the devil. Like
yeah, I know. I hear you. I've never shied away from my mouth. No matter where I was, and sometimes you get that feeling like I'm being judged, or like someone thinks of me differently because of the way I'm speaking,
right?
But I don't care. And yes, fuck is the greatest word of all time, because not only, like you said, you can put it in the middle of sentences, you can put it in the middle of good. That's how good that word is. It's like a dot. True. It's like the dot in Linktree. You can put it right in the middle and it just works everywhere.
It does. That's so true.
It really is. My personal favorite though is motherfucker. Like when I'm mad, I go right to motherfucker.
You know what? That's like, honestly, I feel like when you reach the point of like you say motherfucker, I feel like it's serious. It's like across the line.
Yeah, like, game on. Yeah.
It's game on. You're adding your mom into it. It's game on.
Yeah.
Game on.
I use it a lot when I stub my toe. I stub my toe a lot, which I hate.
That's random.
I hate it. We live in like this. We live in a little house. It's very small.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. There's like angles everywhere, and if you're a little sleepy or a little tired, you're gonna smash your toe on something.
Oh, that's the worst feeling.
Like the whole house is like kind of one room.
Yeah.
Except for the kitchen, there's like this big divider, and if you hit your toe on it, like it's definitely it's definitely gonna be broken.
Yeah.
It's usually in the middle of the night, and so in the middle of the night, I'll just scream motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I did.
Everyone knows that Mike stubbed his toe again.
Yep. Exactly.
That's so funny.
It sucks though, because like it takes so long to heal. I don't know if you ever really like broken one where like the bone goes inside your foot. It's bad.
Yeah, and it's like you can't even. You go to the doctor and you're like, it's not even like a cool injury, It's like I just stubbed my toe.
Yeah, it was just like getting up to go to the bathroom at 3:00 in the morning, and
yeah,
just
sorry, dog.
Just missed it by an inch, like it's not fun. It's not a glorious injury at all.
No, definitely not.
So, is there anything else like you wish that I asked you? Anything I missed? Like, man, I wish you asked me that. Or did I cover it all good?
I think you covered it all. I really think you genuinely did. It was so fun talking with you. Like, I knew as soon as like you said there's something weird, like that's a connection. It's like New York. It's like you instantly. It's like, oh, like I know you. It's like such a weird thing. So
yes, 100%.
I was excited. I was so excited for this. So yeah.
I get actually a lot from Big Feet PR.
Yes.
And most of the artists are from Nashville, and they're all great. But sometimes there's just a communication barrier. They don't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't blame them. They have every right to be like, what is this fucking maniac talking about?
Yeah.
But when I read you were from New York, I'm like, all right, awesome. And I have this note here. It says Allie, Doesnt bagels 100%.
Let's go.
So,
I'm so excited.
As soon as that EP drops, we're gonna do a little trade-off.
Oh hell yeah, I can't wait.
So on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being hell fucking yeah, how much fun did you have being here today?
Hell fucking motherfucking yeah.
Yes. Dot motherfucking yeah.
Dot motherfucking yeah. It was the best time, like seriously.
Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that, because that's what I want to do. It's like we're just talking, having a good time, talking about your new music coming out. And honestly, it was truly a pleasure meeting you. And I have zero doubt that in a very short amount of time, you'll be on the top of the charts, and we'll hear you on the radio.
Right.
And seriously, and you're a true and pure talent. And I can't wait to see you at the Grammys. I'm very excited for you and everything that's going to be coming up. And it's going to be an awesome ride. And we'll have to catch up down the road, maybe like, I mean, obviously we can keep in touch, but do another like podcast in like 6 months or a year, whenever like the next big thing is happening, and catch up. And I would love to have you on again. And I would love wish you the best and everything. I would love it. Awesome.
Yes, likewise. And then maybe one day down the road we could do a pizza review. I'll come to New York and we could rate pizzas.
That's a great idea. Oh my God. That's a great idea. You know what? You buy a pizza in Tennessee, right?
Yes, and I bring it.
No. Like we can do it remotely. You buy.
Okay. That's a great idea. A great idea. Okay, I'm in.
And we'll compare everything, and how bad the Tennessee pizza is, and how good the New York. No, that's just cruel to even do to you. I wouldn't even do that.
That's all right.
No, definitely. We'll do a pizza review. You're gonna get your bagels, I promise. And we'll catch up again. For now, everyone out there, check out Allie Dunn at alliedunn.com and linktr.ee /Allie.Dunn. I got it right.
Yeah.
For all the links to all the new single Tom Petty, the new video, and the Pace Magazine, whatever you want, it's live studio session. And this was great. I can't wait to put this out. I ran a little over because I forgot to record, but I'm gonna try. I have a show at 8:00, and I'm gonna try to get it out tonight. If not, it'll definitely be out tomorrow.
Oh yeah, no rush. I freaking love this. This was dude, you're so cool. I'm so
thank
excited
you so much.
For that.
Thank you so much.
I'm
this was great.
Big Feet set us up.
I love Big Feet. Shout out to Lucy. Actually, she gives me all these great people. Yeah,
she's my homie.
Yeah.
Love her.
She's awesome.
I love you, Lucy.
and Ross, we
Ross,
have Ross on the show when we have the pizza review.
Yes, that would be amazing. He would 100% do it.
Yeah. Once again, I really appreciate you coming on here, and thank you so much. And sorry again about the stupid recording.
Oh, you're fine.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it did that.
No, you're totally fine. It was funny. But I'm sure we'll be in touch, and I would love to do another one with you eventually. So
absolutely.
So thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Hell fucking yeah.
All right, rock on, dude.
Hell fucking yeah! It's the Hell Fucking Yeah podcast.